preview for tomorrow's game, which sees Newport County take on Tranmere Rovers at Rodney Parade. We are still in search of our first win of the season, or first league win of the season. Obviously, we did win against Luton in the Carabao Cup. That's the only win that we've had this season. And yeah, I'm going into it, I'm a bit nervous, the fact that we still haven't won a game. It doesn't sort of annoy me too much because I think the wins will come. But we are going to be taking on a decent Tranmere side. Tranmere are not, 100% amazing. They've started the season pretty slowly, to be honest, and sort of gradually getting into gear. But, I probably would have preferred to play Tranmere 2 weeks ago than today, if I'm brutally honest with it. Like I said, it's the third home game of the season. Our last game was that game against Salford where we, didn't win again. Another defeat where I thought we played well. We played well at Bradford. I thought we played well Tuesday night. But we're just failing to win games when we're playing decent. And look, teams go for it in a season. They can play some, really good football and just not get the wins, or they can play some awful football and just grind out results. And at the moment, we're playing nice football, but with no reward. And that is obviously a concern. I don't think it's a concern that we should be completely worried about at this moment in time. However, the later it goes on, if we don't win, if we don't beat Tranmere today, our next league game's Harrogate. You're thinking you've got to win that one. If we don't beat Harrogate, then we've got a tough game at home against Grimsby. And the longer it goes on, the tougher it's going to get that first win. Rochdale, who currently are bottom of the league, have gone and sacked their managers. So, I'm not calling for Redbury out. I'm just saying that. We've got a Newcastle fan in evening, John. Well, you've actually got the team that we're playing at the weekend in the Carabao Cup, haven't you? You've got Tranmere Rovers in the second round of the Carabao Cup as a Newcastle fan. Anyway, let's get straight into the preview then. So first, talking about our visitors, Tranmere Rovers. Going into the season, I said they were just going to miss out on playoffs and finish like 10th, 11th, something like that. The start to the season, they've had 4 games in so far in the league. 1 win, 1 draw, 2 defeats so far. Currently sees Tranmere sit in 17th and, bottom mid-table in League 2. 17th place at the moment for Tranmere. Obviously, us, Newport, played 4, lost 3, drawn 1. We're currently 23rd in the league, so 17th taking on 23rd place. You probably do fancy Tranmere as favourites for this. Well, I'm not too sure actually, because we are at home at the end of the day, so maybe the home form will get us over the line in it. It's going to be a really sort of a really difficult game for us to get past, basically, because I think they are a very good side. Oh my God, we've got a donation. Oh my goodness me. Irie says, if my betting results stay the same as the last 6 months, I will buy NCFC in 2026. Let's go, Exiles. Good luck with the channel, Mike. Absolute legend, Irie, for the $10. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but absolutely fantastic support from you. Let's get a appreciation for Irie in the chat. $10. Very, very much appreciated. It really does mean a lot, that does. So thank you so much for that, for the 10. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, they're a very good side, Tranmere. So despite they've made a poor start, we've made a poor start. Maybe this is the game to kick us into life. I said that Tuesday night. Didn't happen. I'm saying it for tomorrow. Hopefully it can kick into life. Because like I said, they've only won 1 this season. We've not won. Both sides who have, been towards the top end of League 2 for the last few seasons, just not hitting the heights at the moment. They've won a game at least. We haven't. League, that is. Obviously, like I said, we beat Luton in the Cup. Looking at the top 3 average rating players for Tranmere going into this fixture from the first for games of the season. The current highest rated player is Ross Doohan, the goalkeeper, averaging a 7.4 this season. Kept them in games this season and kept games from being, completely out of their reach to, not being a too heavy defeat. So Ross Doohan with a 7.4. Left wing back Ethan Bristow is currently averaging a 7.2. Very good wing back. I've been impressed with Ethan Bristow this season on loan from Reading. Has put some very good performances in at left wing back. And then the third highest rated player is their striker and captain, Kane Hemmings, as a 7.05 overall rating for him. So if all three of those players are on form tomorrow, we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out for them. In terms of Tranmere's last game was away at Hartlepool United. It was Hartlepool United 0, Tranmere Rovers 0. Did watch the highlights for that game, and I thought Tranmere were the better side. I thought they outplayed Hartlepool, but Hartlepool dug in. They stuck together, and they managed to keep Tranmere Rovers out. I think it was Ben Killip in goals was very good for Hartlepool, and they managed to keep Tranmere at bay and stop them from scoring. I don't know what you mean there, John. I don't know what you mean there. On Tuesday night they were the better team against Hartlepool, but they just couldn't score. And I think this is going to be a problem with Tranmere Rovers a lot this season. A bit like us, 8 play teams, but just not have I wouldn't say the end product, but just not have that something extra in the final third. So that's what I'd definitely go with that. To give my opinion on that. Get your comments in the comments or in the live chat as well in terms of your thoughts going into this game. Do you think Newport have a chance to finally get the first win of the season? Look, I just want to finally get a win, because leaving grounds and not getting a win is just devastating, because then you've got to go home, you've got to edit the vlog, you've got to upload the vlog, share it, and it's just a constant reminder of the poor performance and the result, basically. And that's one thing that's really annoying. So I don't like doing that. So please, County, get the win. In terms of my predicted 11, I've actually got a share screen that we can show the predicted 11 on, if we get it right. Yeah, so hang on, let me just... Is that right? There we go. So as you can see on screen, I've got the sort of template of the predicted 11 as I'm going to do the lineup prediction and what I think we're going to go with. So obviously it's still the 3 at the back. Let me drop these centre backs a bit deep like that. So yeah, obviously goalkeeper, 3 centre backs, 2 wing backs, 2 box-to-box sort of central midfielders, 1 attacking midfielder / number 10, and 2 out-and-out strikers. So let's just go straight into it then. In goals, for me, I'd go Nick Townsend. I don't see a way Joe Day starts over Townsend. I like Joe Day. I think he's a good goalkeeper, but I just think that Nick Townsend seems a lot more viable with the way we want to play under Radbury. I think his distribution at times can be really poor and just clear it and just boot it off the pitch when probably it's not necessarily needed. I still think he's just a tad better than Joe Day. Right wing back. Do you know what? I'm going to go both Lewises. I think both. No, I'm going to put Norman back into the team. I'm going to put Norman back into the team at right wing back. And I'm going to go with Adam Lewis at left wing back. Might be controversial. But Adam Lewis at left wing back. And I'm going to bring Cameron Norman back into the team at right wing back. He played at right centre back on Tuesday night because of Declan Drysdale. But obviously Declan Drysdale's back into the team. So I'll put Norman as the right wing back, which obviously means Drysdale will be on the right side of the centre backs. We'll probably go with Demetrio on the left side, and then does Matty Dolan come straight in? Yeah, Matty Dolan probably does come straight in, don't he, to be fair. And Dolan as the middle centre-back. So that's my back five. Townsend, or back five in the goalkeeper. Townsend in goals. Adam Lewis left wing-back. Cameron Norman right wing-back. We'll push these up a little bit more as the wing-backs. Demetrio, Drysdale and Matty Dolan as the three centre-backs. I think getting Drysdale back in that team alongside Cameron Norman allows us to be more progressive on that right side, because I think Drysdale's a sort of progressive centre-back, not a regressive centre-back. The difference is so crucial as well to have a progressor in the back line, which I think Declan Drysdale is. The two in midfield, I'd probably go again with Sam Bowen and Scott Bennett. I think on Tuesday night, I thought the midfield was, I wouldn't say shaky, but it was, we got bullied a little bit. I wouldn't say that's down to Bennett or Bowen in specifically, but I think that was down to just how good Salford were in midfield and how good they were on the ball in midfield. They were progressive in midfield, and they bullied us in midfield in that game. So I think Bennett and Bowen, again, back into the team, didn't do anything wrong on Tuesday night. I thought they played well. Bennett actually scored a goal as well. So, it's good to get his sort of season off and running. As the number 10, I would go with James Waite. I don't see anyone else that I'd put in there. Maybe you could put Mariah Welsh in there. Maybe, someone else, but or Will Evans. But no, I put James Waite as the number 10. I think this is going to be a breakout season for him. I think he's going to play a lot of football, and deservedly so. And I think he's going to pick up, a couple of goals and assists throughout the season. I think it's a very pivotal player to the way we want to play. And then the two strikers, it's a difficult one, because I was going to go Bogle and Collins. I was thinking about maybe putting Zimba in, but I'm going to give the new boy a start. Thierry Nevers, I'm going to put up front to make his Newport debut. I think, we've seen some really bright things about him. We've seen that he can, beat the last man. He plays off the shoulder of the last defender. He's got pace, and he's a good finisher, and he's a poacher. If you give him half a yard, he will take it and he will score. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorting this out. Why is? So yeah, I think, giving him his new start, his start for his new club for the first time, really does give us a chance going forward. And then up front with Thierry Nevers, I'm going to go with Omar Bogle. I think Bogle has started the season well. He looks to have settled in. I didn't think he was going to settle in as quickly or as, adapt as good. But he's definitely, sort of come into the side as the strike partner, whether it be with Zanzala or with Lewis Collins in recent game. And he's actually held his place own in the team. So yeah, that's the team I'd go with. Townsend in goals, Lewis, Demetrio, Dolan, Drysdale, Norman, Bennett, Bowen, with James Waite sat behind the new boy, Thierry Nevers, and Omar Bogle. Right, let's get that off screen. The last thing then is my match prediction, score prediction. Now, I've been umming and ahhing over this, whether to just go in my head, go in my heart, and I've gone with my head. I have gone for Tranmere Rovers. No, I'm joking, I haven't. I've got Newport County 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. Look, I'm going to predict us to win until we get our first win. As soon as we get our first win, I can be a bit more sensible, but I just want us to get that first win on the board ASAP. So yeah, I'm going to go Newport 1, Tranmere 0. Goal scorer, I'm going to go for the new boy, Thierry Nevers, on loan from West Ham. I think he's going to score the goal for us to kickstart his career at Newport, and also to kickstart our bloody season, because we need something going for us at the moment because we can't bloody score and we're conceding goals left, right, and centre. Like I said, guys, if you have enjoyed this match preview, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share the channel. Turn notifications on. Massive shout out to Irie T as well for the $10 donation. Really does mean a lot. So, continue your support by that. I'll speak to you in the next video, which is the match day vlog tomorrow, live from Rodney Parade. I'll see you very shortly. Thanks for watching, and up the county.